Welcome back to another FLEXFORM session. Today is going to be legs focused. We'll work our hips, our quads and our glutes. Before we get started, I just want to say if you can find yourself some sort of sliding surface like a blanket or a towel, would be great. We don't need it right now, but for later. And also a belt. I have a yoga belt here, but you can also just use like the belt that you put on your pants. So give you a moment to quickly go grab those and let's get started. Let's start by moving our shoulders. So I'm just going to be moving my shoulders up to my ears and then pressing them straight down, trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together and push them down. Good, directly up and down. Good, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Find your greatest range of movement in your shoulders. 9 and 10. Amazing. Let's do some rolls back. So shoulders going back, open and closing our chest. 2, 3 and 4, 5. Good. I'm going to change direction. Go forward, close my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Amazing. Little arms up over our head. We're going to hinge at our hips, but keep your shoulder blades closed. Your arms in line with your ears. Let's lean forward, stick our glutes out, straight legs. Good, leaning down until you stretch and up. Amazing. Leaning down and 3 and 4. Good, and 5. Amazing. Let's stay in tabletop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's bend and wrap our arms down for 1 and 2. Let's go to my ankle. 3 and 4, 3 and 5. Good. Reach down to touch the mat. Good. Tuck your pelvis under and slowly rolling up. Whew. Your shoulders should feel it because our shoulders were just actively holding our posture then. Okay, let's move it now more into our hips. So ground one foot. Let's lock this base leg. So I'm lifting up my knee. I'm going to bring my right knee into my chest, holding at the back of my knee, lifting it up. Find balance. Cool. Let's roll our ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. Now no hands. I'm going to move my knee from here to the out position and then close. Good. 2 and 3. Stay balanced. And 4 and 5. Good. Let's swap them over. Left knee into your chest. Lock your base leg, lifting your knee up. Pull your knee up into your chest. Flex foot. Let's roll our ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. And 1, 2. Lock your base leg. 3, 4, 5. Amazing. No hands. Keep your knee at this height. Open to the side and close. Good. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Let's come down to the mat. Shake your legs out. Should just slightly warm up our legs a little bit. One from balancing and one from keeping our hip up. So let's get down onto the mat and let's start doing more of our hip stuff. For the next few exercises, we're going to be on our wrists quite a lot. So let's warm our wrists up just gently. So just come onto your hands and your knees. Make sure your hands are directly below your shoulders and open your fingers as much as you can. Let's try to push up through our shoulders. As I push my shoulders up, I'm going to tuck my ribs in as well, just so it's like an active and supported position. Okay, from here, I just want to stretch my wrists out really gently. So I'm going to rock my weight forward over my fingertips. Good, keep your ribs in, just so it's controlled and stabilized. I feel it stretching here, so now I'll push with my fingertips and push my body back. Great, move forward again, and back, good, front, and 4, good, and 5, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna turn one hand over, good, feel that stretch there. Try to lock your elbow. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Change sides. Folding my hand over, keeping my fingers open. Straighten your arm. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, shake it out. Roll back onto our hands. Let's just roll them out this way. Back onto our feet, sorry. Yay. Cool. All right, shake them out. Okay, let's now come into our high plank. So I'm gonna have my hands directly below my shoulders, my fingers opening for extra stability. Let's take a moment to get our high plank in a good position. So extending my legs back, squeezing my heels together and pushing my heels back. I wanna bring my hips in line between my shoulders and my feet. Good, and then tuck my ribs in. Good, and then also pushing out through my shoulders. Lots of little technique with the high plank. Let's push our weight into our heels. So going into a downward facing dog, push our heels down, our shoulders towards the mat. I'm gonna lift off my right heel. Good, I have a moment to feel this stretch. So pushing my left heel down, shoulders down. Okay, now I'm gonna send my weight forward, back into my wrists, bring my knee towards my face. Okay, so my weight is in my wrist, my knee is right up towards my face. You can look towards your knee, and then I send it back and up. Cool, let's repeat 4 more times. And 2, and up, 3, and up, and 4, and 5. Good, let's keep our leg up. I want us to bend our top leg, so we're opening our hip. Good, hold here for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now for my favorite shape. We're gonna slowly lean over towards our left side until our right foot connects to the floor. Lift up our right hand over our head and push our hips up to the ceiling. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, hand back to the mat. Flip ourselves back over and let's stay in this high plank. Back to downward facing dog. This time left leg. Good, knee towards your face as you bring your weight over your hands. And leg goes back. And front, 2. And 3. Good, 4. Good, on 5, try to get your knee to touch your nose. 5, good. Into our 3-legged dog. Let's bend our top leg, open your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come down to the right side until your left foot touches. Open your left arm, push your hips up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, back to our high plank. Beautiful, and onto our knees. Now we're gonna take our weight onto our hips and our feet will come in front of us. Okay, this sequence will be slightly different. We're gonna have our hands behind our hips here and push up into like a bridge position. This will be more of the advanced, I guess, part. If any of these exercises get a little bit too difficult, just drop down onto your shoulders and do like a standard glute bridge instead. We're targeting our hips now, so it doesn't matter whether you're on your hands or on your shoulders. It's just if you're up on your hands, you kind of get an added arm and shoulder workout at the same time, which I always think is a bonus, but if you're not into that today, just go down onto your back. Cool, all right, let's start with our right leg to keep it consistent. Feet parallel to your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna set the position, so kind of come up into a tabletop. Okay, with my right leg, I'm gonna do marches. So I'm gonna lift, like keep my hips where they are, lift my knee up into a right angle, and then back down, okay? Let's do 5, 2, and 3, and 4, good, and 5, hold it here. Now I'm gonna extend my leg straight with my other knee, and then up towards my chest. Good, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, feeling it yet? Good, now extend your leg. We're gonna kick our leg. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Good, foot can come back down, back onto our hips. I was shaking a little bit, so I hope that you guys were as well. The struggle is to keep your hips up while you're doing this, because we're obviously moving that hip joint, but our opposite hamstring and glute is really holding us, as well as our core. and our shoulders. It's great. Let's have a moment to breathe. And repeat on the other side. So coming up into our high plank again. Lock your hips, make sure your legs are nice and strong. And now our left leg lifting up to right angle and down. Good, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, now our leg will be straight next to our knee, and then bend it to our chest. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Good, straight leg. Now kicks. 1, keep your hips up. 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Getting sweaty. Good. If you stayed up on your arms then, well done. I know it's hard, but also if you was just down like this, you'd still feel it in your hips. Okay, same thing. All right, get a drink and then grab your blanket. We want to keep our body nice and warm, so let's try to just move straight through it. This session will be about 30 minutes, so we can just bust it out and then move on with our lives. Okay, get your blanket on your right ankle, on your right heel. One leg in front of us, the other one is going to be pulling up nice and close to our chest. So I'm sitting really tall with my body. You see this from the side, I'm sitting up nice and tall, my foot's out in front of me. Okay, the goal here is I'm pushing down on my heel, so I'm pushing against the floor, and I'm going to be bending my knee to pull this foot in towards my hips or my glutes. We're really trying to feel it in our hip and our hamstring. Okay, push the weight down. Ready? Let's do 5. Sit up tall, push down, squeeze your knee in, and slide it down. Good. Squeeze, pull your toes up. 2, and 3, and 4. Good. And 5. Good, all the way down. Now, keep holding onto your legs, sit up tall. We're now going to engage our hip flexor, lift our toes up for 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Good, heel back onto your blanket. Good, swap legs before you think about it too much. Left leg on, right leg in, sit nice and tall. You've got this leg to support you, so squeeze onto it. Okay, ready? Let's pull our leg in, squeeze your hip, feel it in your hamstring, and slide it down. And 2, and 3, 4, good, and 5. Take it all the way down. I'll move to the side. Sitting up tall, let's lift our leg from our toes for 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, good. Amazing, cool. Okay, let's get rid of our blanket just for now. Let's stretch out our quad and our hip flexor. Okay, so coming onto our mat, coming onto 2 straight legs. Okay, we're now going to turn our body to the side. Amazing, let's have a moment here just to stretch our hamstrings. So if you need something under your hands, you can lift your hands up and hold a chair or the couch. Otherwise, let's come forward. Let's bring our weight into our front toe, lift our back heel up, and then rock back to pull up your front toes. Good, rocking back and forward. 3, good, keep your chest low towards your leg. 4, good, and 5. Amazing. Okay, now we're going to bend both of our legs. My hands will now come behind me. So I'm reaching for the floor behind me. Okay. Now my left knee, the one that was in front, take that one step further in front, so it's elongated. Okay, now the goal is to keep the ball of my foot connected to the ground, but I'm going to push my knee down towards the mat. This is obviously opening my hip flexor, but also stretching all down my quad and even all down my foot. So it feels super great. So I'm pushing my knee towards the mat. If you can touch the mat and this feels fine, I want you to tuck your pelvis under. You see here, I'm flattening my lower back. If that's still not feeling anything, lean back more. Whew. Good. Okay, from here, we're going to transfer from this position. Our hands come back forward. We straighten our front leg and lean your body forward, pushing your heel down. Good. Again, connect your foot to the mat. Hands go back. Push our knee towards the floor. Tuck your pelvis under. Lean back. If you need, you can push your hips up more. Leaning in front. Straighten your front leg, folding forward. Connect your heel down. Good, and 3. 4. Good, last one. Leaning back, connect your knee towards the floor. Push your hips up, tuck your pelvis under, looking back. Good, last one forward. Reach our arms in front of our knee, leaning our chest down. Good. Okay, bring your foot back under you. Let's go up into our little triangle position. Okay, and walk our hands into the middle. Turn our toes in front. Good, let's take a moment here just to bend our knees as deep as possible. Connect our chest down. Straighten our legs. Good, let's walk to the other side. Turn your toes. Great, now rocking back and forward. So the weight over our front foot, chest down. Lift your back heel. Good, and then swapping it over. And 2. And 3. 4. And 5. Yay. Cool, back into 2 feet on the mat, bending our knees, hands go behind us. Great, our right leg now, step at 1 foot in front. Okay, I'm trying to connect my left knee towards the mat. I'm stretching up through my foot, specifically my big toe. Try to tuck your pelvis under and look back. You should feel the stretch down your quad and your hip. Cool. Good, now bring our body up, bring our arms in front, straighten our front leg, leaning forward, trying to connect your left heel down. Amazing. Change again. Leaning in front. And change. And 3. Good. And 4. Beautiful, guys. Feet forward. And last one, 5. Leaning back, connect your knee down. And in front, fold down as low as you can. Amazing, good. Let's come back onto 2 feet. Lift our legs up, come back to the middle. Let's have one more bend to reset. So bending our knees. Good. And straight. Oh, nice work, guys. Okay, moving on. Let's grab our belts, guys. We're gonna take it more into like a stretching sequence now. We've done a lot of dynamic things and like strengthen our hip flexors, our hamstrings and our glutes. Now time for the hardcore stretching. And the next few sequences, I'm gonna do a concept of like engage and relax. So we're gonna be really fighting against our strength. The point is to really pull against yourself, really challenge your muscles. And then as you exhale, try to deepen your stretch. Let's grab our belt. You want it in its long form. We'll start with our right leg, keep everything consistent. Our other leg will be in our nice little 4 position, so tucked into our inner thigh. Our belt is gonna go behind the ball of our foot, as so. I like to stretch in a flexed foot position because it just gives you more stretch, more or less. Like if your foot is extended down, it's shortening the space along the back of your leg. So if we're flexing, it's just getting everything you can out of the stretch. Great, we have our belt. I want you to hold on either side of your belt. And first, we're just going to sit up nice and tall. And the goal is to connect our lower stomach onto our quad. So I'm gonna lean forward, pull with my arms, just gently until I can find my greatest range for now. So I can connect my stomach to my leg, but some of you might not, and that's totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna hold my belt near my foot. Good, I'm gonna relax my neck and my shoulders. The first cycle, we're gonna do this 3 times. So if you can see, I'm gonna pull my belt, so I'm really engaging my shoulders and I'm squeezing in my arms. So all of this tension is coming from my arms and I'm really fighting against myself. My foot is pushing the other direction and I'm really pulling against it. Right now, I'm not even thinking about my hamstring because I'm trying to pull as much as possible. So squeeze, good. I'm gonna hold for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take a really deep exhale and release all of this tension. So exhale. Release the tension on your belt. Good, hopefully everyone went lower then. Okay, round 2, ready? Grab your belt, squeeze as much as you can until your arms are shaking. extra added bonus of an arm workout. Ready? And squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Oh, it's always so amazing how far down I can go from this. Love. Ready? Last one. And squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now relax as much as you can all the way down. Good. Holding and relaxing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. How good. All right, let's come on to our left leg now. So left ball of your foot goes under your belt. The other leg can just relax into this 4 position. Okay, same concept. Let's sit up nice and tall, grab both sides of our belt, try to get our lower stomach onto our leg. So our body is coming towards this side, leaning forward. Find your greatest range for now. Here's pretty good. All right, shoulders and head relax. Let's grab our belt. Ready for our squeeze. So squeezing, allow your arms to shake. Push your foot against your belt for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, good. Amazing. Round 2. Ready? Grab and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Amazing. And last one. Squeeze as much as you can. Ready? Pull. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release as low as you can. If you want to, you can release your belt, extend your arms on the floor. Oh. Cool. Hopefully this loosened up a little bit. Cool. Okay, we're going to repeat this similar thing in 2 other positions. This will be more pushing into our split position. So we're going to come onto our back this time. Okay, laying down. Keep your feet tucked in. We're going to have our right leg up first because we like to do the same leg for everything first so we're even and we don't lose track of what we're up to. Okay, once again, belt behind my foot. This is the same concept. It's going to be a little bit more challenging now. Let's pull my leg towards me. Good. The goal here is try to keep your lower back on the floor. Try not to lift up this way. Okay, so keep it nice and flat. Okay, now we have the gravity helping us here, so we can use gravity and the weight of our arms just to pull our foot down towards us. Good. Find a position that feels a stretch. Here is good for me. Okay, same concept. We're going to push against ourselves and then relax. Ready? So I'm pushing my foot towards the roof and pulling down with my arms. 3, 2, 1, and push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and release. Allow the weight of your arms to open out, elbows towards the floor. Beautiful. Ready again. Pushing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work, guys. Good. Hope you feel it coming closer to you as you relax. Good. Give your leg a little hug. Thank you, leg. Let's swap it over. Right leg on the floor, left leg up, belt behind your foot, and let's repeat. So let's use gravity and the weight of our arms to pull our leg closest to us as far as you can. Your leg might be up here, that's totally fine. You just need to pull your leg a little bit. Okay, if it's more over your eye line, you can use gravity a bit more. Good, you are in control of how much you're gonna push yourself. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Try to keep your lower back on the mat. Amazing. And push for 5, 4, 3, push, 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 2, 1. Good. And relax. Bring your leg as close to you as possible. Amazing, guys. Cool. Good. Release that one. Let's just hug our legs into our chest. We're going to repeat one more exercise, but this time in a full split position. So the goal is one leg will be down onto the mat, and you want to keep that leg pushing down onto the mat. So as we resist with our top leg, I also want to push my base leg into the mat. And then as I relax, I'm going into a split, a restricted split, but still a split. Yay, when you're ready, right foot back up. Let's put our belt behind it again. Once again, if your split is here, totally fine. If your split is close to your face, totally fine. You can still get a lot out of this. Arms up onto your belt, find your greatest range. Amazing, and we're ready. 3, 2, 1, and push. Push that base leg along the floor as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Relax your glutes, relax your leg. Good, ready again, and push for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yay. I bet you didn't think you could get this far into your split. I got you. Amazing, release. Let's swap it over before we relax. Yay. Okay, right leg down along the mat, left foot up. Your wrist to shake. It's a lot of extra arm workout we didn't sign up for this morning. Okay, leg down on the floor. Find your greatest range. Use the gravity to pull your leg towards you. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and push our foot away. Push your right leg into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and release. Good. Good, last one. Pushing away for 5, 4, 3, 2, push, 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 and 1. And exhale, release. Allow yourself to pull as far as you can your leg towards your body. Look at your beautiful big split. Good. Ta-da! Good. Yay, well done guys. Let's fold our belt up. We can push that over to the side now. Okay, let's take the last few moments now to release our lower back and our hamstrings. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my right leg up onto my left knee and create this figure 4 position. Now I'm just gonna rock my leg from side to side just to release my hips, my glutes, my lower back. So first my knee will come down to the right side. Good, rock down to here. Good, and change. So the sole of my right foot goes towards the left. Try to keep your shoulders and your ribs connected to the floor. Your glutes are allowed to lift, but keep your upper body nice and stable. Good, let's rotate again. And to the left. Beautiful, it's back up to the center. I'm going to reach both of my hands towards my left leg, you can see. So I'm reaching them around my left hamstring. Good, I'm just going to pull them one towards my body. Good, stretching your hip and your glute. Good, take a few deep breaths here. Yes, I'll release that leg. Good. Both knees into your chest. Cool. Now our right leg onto the mat. Our left foot goes on top of our right knee. Open your knee as much as you can. Let's take our left knee down towards the left side. So again, keep from your ribs up to your shoulders stable on the mat. Let's open towards this side. Good. Now sole of my left foot towards the right side. Good. If you can keep this knee open as much as possible, it will make it just a little bit more intense. Good. And change side. And last one. Good, back to neutral. Okay, now our hands reaching behind our right hamstring. Okay, let's pull this leg towards us and take a few deep breaths. Yay! Good, release. Let's give our legs a little hug. You can shake your feet around a little bit. Cool. I'm going to take my feet up and over my head. I can stretch my back out while doing so, and then bring them down and rock to sit. Okay, so you can use your hands on the mat. The feet go up and over my head. You can support your back with your hands. Take a few deep breaths. Good. Now come down and all the way up to it. Yay! Cool, guys. So this is like a bit of a legs flex and mobility class without actually doing our split, because we can always train our hip flexor and hamstring flexibility and mobility without trying to work towards a split. It's not achievable for everyone, but we should still be trying to elongate our legs. So I hope these little exercises we did with the tension and the release, it's training our muscles to feel comfortable in that relaxed state, right? We're not just yanking our leg and like trying to breathe through the pain. We are pushing in and out of the stretch, so our muscles are strengthening and releasing. So tomorrow, we're not just going to be super stiff again. We should wake up and still feel quite flexible and mobile. So thanks for joining on the mat today, and we'll see you again next week for another FLEXFORM class.